Well, check out these elk. We're just driving up here from the island up to the Okanagan, and on our way in, we see a big herd of elk. The guys already have one down. We hear Gary's got a nice buck down, so he's already got it hanging at the cabin. So when we get up there, we'll have a little peek of that. Maybe I'll show you a picture here if he sends me something. But in the meantime, we're heading up to look at all these bulls. Nice, good times ahead. Going whitetail hunting, BC. Well, we're driving into Whitetail Camp 2014. This will be the first start of the trip here. We had a little bit of unexpected logging happen in most of the spots where I'd been recceing for the last 4 years. I found some pretty good trails all along here. It's all been logged now, so unfortunately that'll change things. But we'll give her a shot and see what we can see. We saw a schwack of deer on the way in. We saw bighorn sheep and whack a mule deer, big bunch of elk. Well, it sounds like Mike got a deer too, so we got 2 bucks down. This one supposedly has drop time. It's Mike's first drop time. I think it's the first drop time to anybody in our family, so that's pretty cool. 2 whitetails in camp already, and I think some other guys might have some deer resin.
Right? That truck blends right in.
We only got a few days to hunt here, unfortunately, but it's going to be a short season, but maybe we can get something done here. Got a nice strutting grouse here. I've seen a bunch of deer already, but we keep plugging away here and see what we can find.
Sure shit.
Well, there's our first buck. We're letting this little whitetail buck go. Be darn good eating. Mark spotted him as we're burning by through all these willows. We've seen a bunch of deer, bunch of grouse. We saw elk and mule deer and bighorn sheep while we were driving in, but whitetail's been slim. It was our first day, so we'll let that young guy go and look for his great-granddad. daylight on the third night. It's been real slow. I haven't even seen a deer today or yesterday. Sunday I let a little spiker go, and we saw a couple other does, bunch of grouse, but it's been super slow. I'm just climbed up onto my hill here, overlooking all the valley, and I've been hoping to see something, but haven't seen anything so far. A little bit of good news is, though, there was stuff on the trail camera, so that's kind of cool. Got a little buck on there, and maybe a bigger buck on this one, and on one of my other ones I got a nice buck, a real nice one, and then one of my other trail cameras I had some deer on there too, so, and I have two other ones down below I haven't checked yet, and I have more to put out, but hasn't been too good for on the foot hunting so far. I haven't even found a place to put a tree stand or a ground blind that I'd be happy with, but we'll keep plugging away. Some of the guys already got deer in camp. It seems like it's been hit and miss though, so I'll have to see how it goes. Stay tuned, we're having fun trying. Hey guys, I just saw a buck here, skunk's off. I saw a couple tails this morning and white flagged away from me, so that got the skunk off. I hadn't seen a deer since Sunday. It's Wednesday. This is the fourth day of the hunt for me. But I just saw a buck here and he ran up the side of the road. I just wanted to show you that if you're discouraged because there's no track, sometimes when it's frozen, there's a scuff he made. So he did break through the ground, but he was just running up the side of the road here. I was coming up the hill in my quad, and he ran up the side of the road and bailed right down in there. So it shows you they don't even leave tracks, even when they're running, because the ground's so hard, so frozen still. So don't be discouraged. Sometimes there's still deer here, and they're just not leaving any sign. Look a little harder, and maybe you'll see some. I'm going to go give it a try here because I think it's warming up here. It's going to snow Friday, so I think it's down below. It's actually starting to melt already, so we'll see. Hopefully the deer start moving. Let's go get into them. Okay, well, there's a road at the bottom of this mountain and a road at the top of this mountain. So what I did was rode my quad up to the top of the mountain first thing this morning, and I started hiking down. I'm going to work my way all the way down this timber here, right to the bottom of the mountain. It's not that far. It's only like about 2 kilometers or something, so it's zigzagging maybe 4 kilometers or something. So it usually takes about 2 to 5 hours depending on how slow you do it. And I've already saw 3 deer, and I put up some deer, and I just had one trumpeting down here at me, blowing because I got bad wind blowing that way, but that's okay. All the guys are down below here, so we got Randy and Tyson and Ian and Mike and Eric. They're spread out all the way along here for about 4 or 5 kilometers. They're all like a kilometer apart or something. they all have their little spots, so a little bit of luck, we'll get into something or someone will shoot something. I already heard some shots, but it was out across the valley there, but there's deer in here. There's crap everywhere. Check this out. When he got way up there, he started to slide. Pretty cool. Well, there's literally hundreds and hundreds of rubs out here. Not very many new ones. I've seen a few, but there's all kinds of places people hunt out here. This is kind of a defunct old place I just ran into coming down the mountain. I'm at about 3 hours and 3.5 hours coming down the mountain. And look at that, there's an old blind someone used to use in the old days. Still could, I guess. There's still deer trails through here. Still deer here. Okay, well there we go. I made it down to the mud road, and took a little over 3 hours, so that's not bad. I think I've walked up there once in about a little over 2.5 hours, so that's pretty good. 3 hours coming down. I didn't take the exact same route I have before. I've only done this a few times going up, a few times coming down, so it's not like I know it like the back of my hand, but it's a long way. It's probably 3 or 4 kilometers, maybe 5 with the zigzagging and everything. Saw a bunch of deer, but if I had to say it was just for easy terms, if you broke it into thirds, I'd say most of the deer were in the middle third, 2/3 of the way up. A third of the way down, a third of the way up is where all the deer were. But had fun anyway, saw lots of rubs. Saw lots of white flags mostly. They were running away from me. Keep trying though. I'm going to take a walk down the mud road here, wait for Ian to come down. He'll give me a ride all the way around the mountain and up to the top and go get my quad. Well, I just came up here to check the trail camera, and I got a big buck on this trail camera. Well, it's starting to snow. It's the 5th day of our hunt. I'm halfway through the 5th day. It's a little after lunch now. We've been waiting for the snow. Last year there was too much snow. This year there's not enough snow. That's what we've been waiting for. The whitetail just won't come down from those mountains and start traveling through our area here until the winter starts setting in and pushing them. Look at all the tracks. She's a winter wonderland this morning. She dumped about 4 inches of snow. Pretty cool. Lots of tracks. Deer are starting to move, hopefully. We got to go home tomorrow, so we got to try and make something happen today. Let's go give it a try. Well, there's deer track. There's deer tracks everywhere here. But there's also coyote. And look at here. Turmoil happened here last night. There's the scat. They pissed over here. And look at that. That's the leg of a deer. So the deer didn't do so well last night. It's too bad. But the coyote's got to eat too, I suppose. Crazy. Crazy. Well, that was pretty cool, eh? I walked down to take the furthest trail camera down off the ridge. I just got it all bundled up, put it in my pack, and I heard branches break off in the distance. It was a doe. Doe come burning underneath me, took off down and never seen me. So I got my camera out, got a little footage, and ended up following it along, and it never seen me. So I walked down right by my last camera, and it went into the trees. I never saw it for a while, and then it came back out, and then I could hear one grunting up on the hill, and then another doe came out, and another doe came out. Over about half an hour, the 3 does worked right up beside me, all the way right up on the hill right beside me, like they were close, probably about 30 yards, 20 yards they got to. And then about half an hour after that, a spiker comes down, and the spike goes right by and up where they all went, and then he was grunting the whole time, doing a little bit. And then he comes down and he ends up walking right up to me, like probably 15 feet from me. I got video of him too, took a couple pictures for you. But I ended up walking back out after that, and I come up by my trail cameras up here, and as I'm coming up the hill, I hear another branches up on the hill and some snowfall, so I thought the ground was scuffing or something. So I look off that way, and here comes a doe down the hill, just off to my left, about 60 yards through the branches and timber. So I crouch down, get my gun ready in case there's a buck coming, and another one's coming down the hill with it. It's another doe. I'm like, okay, well, hopefully there's a buck behind it. And then, like, it was almost dreamy. I could hear a buck coming, going bat, 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 coming down the hill right where they came. Here comes another spiker. It's a different one, but I ended up letting him go too. I got my gun on him. I could have took him, but I thought, you know what, we'll let him breed, let him grow up, make some more kids of his own, and get more deer out there. But right now I'm going to go check a few more trail cameras, and we'll go see what we can find and have some fun in this winter wonderland. Stay tuned, we're having good action out here now. That's what we needed, with some snow. Well, I just heard that I think my cousin got a 4-point, so we'll have to go down and have a look later here. I'm just going to still head out here, do a little more hunting, and then we'll head down for lunch and see what he got. It is just beautiful out today. It's a gorgeous place to be. Well, I just went for a walk down the timber down below there, and I pulled out another trail camera, and there was a bunch of hits on it. That's an older camera, so it doesn't show me on the viewfinder what the video is, but hopefully there's deer on there. And then I hiked up back by the quad, and I had another trail camera down below in there, so I pulled that one out, and I hit a little 2-point on it, and it had some does and stuff, so that's all right. Now I'm going to go up here and go see if I can't pull out another trail camera and see if there's anything on this one. The deer had a party here. Right on. we got one more down. Ended up getting one nice 4-point. Got some junk on the bottom. Okay, well, that was pretty good. We ended up, Gary got a deer. Mike got a deer. Eric ended up getting a deer. Carl got one. And the other guys got one too, so that's pretty good. It's insane in the membrane. Look at the size of that chair. Only in a Soyuz. Driving home, my friend Jason was still up there hunting, and about less than a kilometer from where I got my first buck, he was calling in whitetails, and a wolf came in, so you got that. If you want to see a video, you'll have to check out Trigger Effect TV. He's a pro staffer on there, and you'll get to see it. Hunting, and about less than a kilometer from where I got my first buck, he was calling in whitetails, and a wolf came in, so you got that. If you want to see a video, you'll have to check out Trigger Effect TV. He's a pro staffer on there, and you'll get to see it.